Welcome to those who have joined us. That's a good run down the left. Bernardo Silva. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hit into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Chalobah tries to clear. And it's Rodri. Haaland opts to play it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Caicedo. Cucurella. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Fernandes. It'll be a throw-in.
Foden. Rodri.
Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Now it's Savinho. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bernardo Silva, made out to the left flank. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Big chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Played towards the other side. Palmer. Caicedo. Palmer. Fernandes. Over to the left.
Rodri. Foden.
Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Ignoring. Foden. Bernardo Silva.
Rodri.
And here's Foden. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Fernandes gets rid without sophistication. And it's Cucurella. It's a promising position. Cucurella. Produces a cross. And it's hoisted clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. João Pedro clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Bernardo Silva knocks it out wide.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fernandes. Caicedo. James. Palmer. That's a good run he's making there. Fernandes.
Rodri
Shifted upfield. Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Foden. Haaland, spread out to the left. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lewis. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Nouri. Cross in, looks like a good one. Palmer, he's fizzed it forward. James. Cucurella, gently done. Pedro Neto, head over towards the opposite flank. Caicedo. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Caicedo. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandes. Fofana chooses to go cross-field. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. Fernandes. Out towards the flank. And here's Neto. Fernandes. Caicedo. Palmer. Caicedo. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Claudio. Foden is onto it in a flash. Rodri. Foden. Rodri. Rodri proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Bernardo Silva. Nouri. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Made into space out wide. Pedro Neto. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Cucurella. It's really well cleared. And here's Palmer. Savinho. Nouri. João Pedro. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. James. James charging forward down that flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland. Foden. Haaland. Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
mighty effort! He's done very well to get to that.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's very neat. And it's Rodri. Looks a foul. Yeah, the referee's given it. That has been knocked clear.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Lewis. Oh, it's played into the area. Guardiola. Lewis. And the shot's on here. Pedro Neto. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Caicedo. Fernandes. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella looking to get on the end of this. Tries to get it clear. And that's been won straight back. Foden. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Aim forwards. Guardiola looks to the other side. Foden. Lewis. And it's Bernardo Silva. Ignoring. And here's Savinho. Proves too strong. João Pedro. They get a throw in. Nuri, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Haaland, and the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cucurella, now he's off and running. Rodri. Foden. Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Played into the middle. And that was asking just too much of him. Fernandes. Palmer. Caicedo. Palmer. James. Caicedo. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lewis. Ruben Diaz, and he goes cross-field. And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Haaland. Foden. Nouri. That's good play. And here's Savinho. That is lovely. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Time and again. Foden! Cucurella. First quarter of an hour gone. Fernandes. Lewis makes the interception. João Pedro. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandes. Cucurella has it out wide and header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Foden. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Looks to the other side. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. And here's Savinho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Colwill. Fernandes. Chalobah shifted upfield. It's just beyond his reach. And he goes cross-field. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Good chance here! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ball's gone out of play. Savinho. Lewis. Foden. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Foden. And it's Lewis. Nouri. Palmer, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Chalobah. Palmer. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Fernandes. James. Palmer. James. In by James. Guardiola is there and he can get that clear. Caicedo. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. Savinho. Guardiola. Played towards the other side. Foden. And he won't reach that. Fernandes. Palmer. James. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Caicedo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Lewis.
Foden. Rodri.
Nouri. Savinho. Nouri. Well read, nice interception. Fernandes. And it's Fernandes. João Pedro. James. João Pedro. Bernardo Silva.
Foden. Rodri.
Savinho. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Moved on forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Savinho. Just off target.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Over to the left. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Fernandes. And it's played forward. Out of play for a goal kick. Rodri forwards and with intent. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Savinho. Bernardo Silva.
Rodri. Foden. Rodri.
Bernardo Silva.
Rodri.
Dory.
Rodri.
Lewis. Now it's Foden.
Rodri.
Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Can he deliver? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Might be danger here. Savinho! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bernardo Silva, who's short. Haaland gets his head on it! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. Foden. Savinho.
Pedro Neto.
Colwell. James. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Pedro Neto.
And it's Cucurella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bernardo Silva. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's played forward. Caicedo. Palmer. Caicedo. Who played through for the wide man. That has been cut short. Savinho. Rodri has created one goal already. Foden. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. James looks to the other side. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Ambitious ball here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out for a throw. That's Caicedo. Fernandez. Rodri. Lewis. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. And here's Savinho. Ignoring. Climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chalobah shifted upfield. James. Fernandes. And it's Palmer. Palmer in acres of space out wide. Ruben Dias clears it away. Fernandes have it back and can go again. Lovely feet. And here's Palmer. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lewis battling down that right flank. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
That's the throw. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Foden. Stones. Savinho. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Cucurella. Fernandes. Caicedo, gently done. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Colwell. Caicedo. Aim forwards. James. Fernandes. João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. And he's there to clear it. What a throw in. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Cucurella crosses. Takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. Fernandez. That's and the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rodri gently done. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. James. And he goes cross-field. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Oh, nice touch. Caicedo. Is there a... Can he finish? Lewis. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Lewis. Foden. Lewis, and he whips it in. James. And it's played forward. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Foden. Lewis. Savinho. And here's Savinho. And here's Savinho. Caicedo wins the duel this time. James. Caicedo. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto goes pelting down that left-hand side. Pedro Neto. Deep cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That's not going far. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Trossing. There will be a throw-in. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. It's run loose here.
Pedro Neto.
Oh, sweet feet.
Pedro Neto with the delivery.
So who's he picking out? Bernardo Silva.
Foden. And it's Lewis. Muscular approach does pay off here. Pedro Neto. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great feel of the ball.
Bernardo Silva. Over to the left. Savinho. A chance to play it in. Bernardo Silva. And a chance! It was missed, but not by that far. Clearance is short. Palmer. And it's Palmer. Spread out to the left. Bernardo Silva. Vardio. Rodri chooses to go cross-field. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's come loose. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Palmer. Chalobah. Palmer. James. Over towards the opposite flank. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Lewis gets in to thwart him. Lewis did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played towards the other side. Savinho. Vardio. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Nice physical challenge. Fernandes. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, acrobatic effort! Big relief, it just needed better contact. I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. Rodri. Vardio shifted upfield. Stones. Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Good ball, good take. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Foden, and he's gone backward here. Showing good feet. There are a few waiting for it. That has been knocked clear. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Cucurella. Oh, he's found support out wide. Pedro Neto. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Punched away. Nice control. Stones gets it away. Chance, surely! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Palmer. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Cucurella. Fofana. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Hangs in across. Donnarumma trying to keep this in. Guardiola is there and he can get that clear. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. Nouri. Looks to the other side. Foden. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Oh, that's neat. Savinho. João Pedro. James. Aimed in towards the centre. Time to deliver. Turns and goes back. Fernandes. James. And here's Palmer. Palmer. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Chalobah. Fofana. Aim forwards. And they've got a throw. Lewis. Savinho. And it's Rodri. Palmer. James. Colwell. And he goes cross-field. Cucurella. Chalobah. Chalobah gently done. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Rodri. And that's put paid to a promising move. Lewis cuts out the pass and back to the goalkeeper. Foden. Nori. Sabinho. Nori. Savino going full tilt down the left. Bernardo Silva. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. João Pedro. James. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rodri. Nori. Sabinho. Savino goes on a charge down the left. Oh, delicate chip through. Cucurella attempts a clearance. Pedro Neto. Stones is there and he can get that clear.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
This looks promising. And he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Foden! And it's Stones. And here's Haaland. Haaland!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Looks to the other side. Rodri. Proves too strong. Pedro Neto. Caicedo powering forward here. Lewis. Foden. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Nori. And here's Savino. And here's Savino. Very nicely done. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! Savino. Savino's cross. Pedro Neto. Fofana. Cucurella. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Haaland wins the duel this time. Foden. Rodri. Foden. Lewis. Foden. Lewis. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Showing good feet. Savinho. And he's there to get it away. And that's aimed into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Ignoring. He is just caressing the ball. Palmer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Haaland. Foden. Caicedo. And here's Haaland. And it's Bernardo Silva. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. James. Palmer. James. Palmer. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Ignoring. Played towards the other side. Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Ignoring. Now it's Savinho. Rodri. Foden. Played back in. Palmer. James. James carries the ball down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Stones clears it away. And here's Neto. Can he finish? Guardiola gets good distance on it. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Oh, nice touch. And here's Neto. Caicedo. Here's a chance! Savinho. Now it's Haaland. Succumbs to the pressure. James. Fernandes. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandes. And it's Palmer. James. Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
João Pedro certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Bernardo Silva. Guardiol chooses to go cross-field. Rodri. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Savinho. Now it's Savinho. João Pedro. James. Can he get onto this? Palmer. He is through here. Played in with purpose. Savinho. Stones. Ruben Dias. Foden. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Glory. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. The referee's awarded a free kick. The ball's done its job. It's a loose ball. Fofana. Cucurella. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Now it's Haaland. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Glory. Caicedo is the guilty party there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Savinho. Savinho! James. Palmer. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Neto. And it's Fernandes. Played out wide. Cucurella puts them all in. In again. Oh, smashing header! Oh, split-second reaction.
João Pedro is offering a wry smile there.
James plays it short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Caicedo. Fernandes. Chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Ruben Dias, gently done. Savinho. Now here's the delivery. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Now it's João Pedro. He's through, now is he in? There's the shot!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Lewis. Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. Caicedo.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And here's Neto. João Pedro. Fernandes. Looks across and plays it in. Looking for a decent ball in. Crossed in again. Defending of the desperate variety. Ruben Dias. Foden. Lewis. Foden. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Now it's Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. João Pedro. Fernandes. James, and that's aimed into the middle. Now it's Haaland. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Cucurella. João Pedro. Now it's Palmer. Oh, what a ball! Now it's Haaland. Lewis. Oh, that's neat. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Chalobah getting this one clear. That's a cute ball. Savinho looking to run onto it. Pedro Neto. Fofana chooses to go cross-field. And it's James. That is lovely. Caicedo. Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. James. Palmer. Lovely bit of skill. Tries a measured ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Fernandes. James. And here's Palmer. Foden. Lewis. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Caicedo. It's a good run down the right. Fernandes. Lovely feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Decent chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, they could be caught out here. A real chance! Foden. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, played over towards the opposite flank. Savinho's cross. Oh, nice touch. Foden could be danger here. And he's there to clear it. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Palmer. Palmer opts to play it back. Fernandes. Over to the left. Fernandes. Haaland. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Aim forwards. Foden has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out. It's a mighty effort! Pedro Neto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Foden. Stones. Moved on forwards. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Cucurella. And it's played forward. James. Can he latch on to this? Palmer. Up he goes! Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. Cucurella. Looks to the other side. Foden. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Palmer.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Oh, easy pickings there. Cucurella. Chalobah forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Palmer climbs up big! But oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. João Pedro. Rodri wins the duel this time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ruben Dias. And it goes cross-field. Savinho. Nuri. Clearly not happy with that. Palmer. Fofana. Fernandes. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Palmer chasing after it. Nuri. Rodri. Foden. Going full tilt down the right-hand side. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. James. Some good work on the right flank here. Palmer hurtling down that right flank. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Aimed in towards the centre. Bernardo Silva getting this one clear. And it's Caicedo. To the left it goes. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball is over the line. Crossed into the box. Stones gets it away. Nuri. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. Nuri. Bernardo Silva. João Pedro. Fernandes. Palmer. James. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Caicedo. And it's James. In by James. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. James. That's a throw. He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Fernandes. Caicedo takes the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Caicedo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looks to the other side. Foden. Guardiola, aim forwards. Savinho. That's tidy. Nouri. And here's Savinho. Across it goes. Caicedo, gently done. Lewis. Foden. And here's Haaland! Caicedo. And it's James. Savinho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He's had a shot! Gets it away. Guardiola can get it clear. Stones getting this one clear. It's run loose here. Haaland has found the net here, of course. Fernandes. Caicedo. James. Oh, great chance! Swept in. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And it's Lewis. He is just caressing the ball. Nicely shaped cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Palmer. Fernandes. Played out to the right. And here's Savinho. Nouri. Bernardo Silva.
Nouri.
Rodri. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Caicedo.
Fofana.
Caicedo.
And it's played forward.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Foden. Stones. Bernardo Silva.
Lewis.
Played towards the other side.
Nouri.
And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Savinho. Tries a shot! Fernandes forwards and with intent. Savinho showing good feet. There are a few waiting for it. Delivered across. Goes for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. And here's Savinho. Savinho's cross. Brilliantly cut out. Pedro Neto.
Cucurella.
Fofana. Deftly away. Throw it.
Lewis.
Rodri. Oh, good spread. Foden. Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. He can get that clear. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. James. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Caicedo.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandes. And it's Caicedo.
Oh, sweet feet. Stones gets it clear.
Caicedo. Palmer.
Takes a shot. That has been knocked clear. Foden does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Fernandes.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ruben Dias. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Savinho. Savinho's cross. And they've got rid. Rodri. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cucurella. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has been cut short. And here's Haaland. Foden. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. And he's there to clear it. João Pedro. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Bernardo Silva. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a loose ball. Foden. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. James tries to clear. Fernandez shifted upfield. Stones does really well to win the ball there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palmer. Palmer. James. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, such a clever touch. That has been knocked clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Savinho. Now that's a fine challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Cucurella. Well, played right into his path. And that is out of play. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Savinho. Nouri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Lewis. Very nicely done. And here's Haaland. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Pedro Neto. Time to deliver. And it's Cucurella.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
The most accurate pass. Palmer. Chalobah chooses to go cross-field. Fernandez. Aim forwards. Proves too strong. That's surely a foul. Free kick. And that has been cleared. Fernandez. Palmer. Haaland producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Played out to the right. João Pedro. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank. So who's he picking out? He's in space and looking for options. And that was very necessary.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Rodri.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Caicedo. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ruben Dias. Lewis. Lewis drives forward on the overlap. Cleared without complication. Can he deliver? Bernardo Silva.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Fernandez. Bernardo Silva. through. Foden. In with the challenge.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's a throw. Lovely bit of skill. Hit into the middle. Plenty waiting in the middle. That is lovely.
And it's Caicedo.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Real chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Stones spread out to the left. Haaland.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Caicedo.
Palmer looks to get on the end of this.
Lewis.
Rodri. And there's the shot! And that
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Lewis, gently done. Foden. Haaland knocks it out wide.
Lewis.
And here's Foden. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Pedro Neto. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pedro Neto.
Caicedo.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that was nowhere near his best.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Savinho. Ignoring. And the pass is intercepted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Now then, the ball's come loose. So time is nearly up. And the shot! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
James with the short one. Needs a quality cross.
And it's Cucurella. Fernandez.
Thinks about the shot.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Caicedo concedes a free kick for that.
Vardio. Lewis.
And here's Haaland.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Fernandes.
Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. And a chance!
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
And he thumps it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ruben Dias. Foden. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Fernandes. Cucurella. Caicedo.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Moved on forwards. That had too much on it. Savinho. Vardiol. And it goes cross-field. Foden.
Lewis.
Foden. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Savinho. Rodri. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Palmer.
Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. And that's a throw. Stones. And it's played forward.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Fofana. Cucurella.
Pedro Neto.
And it's Cucurella.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Savinho. Savinho.
So who's he picking out? Savinho's cross. Danger averted for now.
Palmer. Chalobah. Palmer.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
James. Palmer. James.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Caicedo. Palmer. James.
James. Savinho wins the duel this time.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Palmer.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Neto. Fernandez. And here's Neto. One good cross, maybe the last chance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
Takes a shot! Clears it away. It is now or never. Time is against them. Pedro Neto. They need to get it in quick. Great chance! Same again, same outcome. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola shifted upfield.
Caicedo.
João Pedro. And here's Neto. Steaming on goalwards. And here's Neto. Oh, he's in! Chooses to go back. Nice control. Here's the chance to cross. And the finish! It really is now or never. Goes for goal! Bernardo Silva. Aim forwards.
Colwell. Palmer.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Palmer.
Palmer tries making a foray down the right. Carries far too far and out of play.
Lewis.
Foden.
Lewis.
Bernardo Silva.
Lewis.
Foden.
Lewis.
Bernardo Silva.
Ignori.
That's good play. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. And here's Haaland. Oh, well played. Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short.
And it's Rodri.
Rodri.
Palmer with a definite foul there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Decent hit from there.
Fernandez. Cucurella.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella.
Done delicately. So nearly the perfect ball.
Rodri.
Stones. Bernardo Silva.
Rodri.
Savinho. And here's Haaland. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Caicedo. And it's Palmer. James.
It's a good run down the right. Palmer looking to get on the end of this. And the ball is out of play. Stones.
Rodri.
Lewis.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Out to the left it goes.
Pedro Neto.
A mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. Rodri.
Bernardo Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, gently done. Oh, it's come to nothing.
Caicedo. Palmer. Chalobah. Fernandez.
Fernandez played out to the left flank. Played into space out wide.
Pedro Neto.
And he's there to clear it.
Rodri. Rodri,
Gently done. Savinho.
Nouri.
Haaland.
Fernandez.
Pedro Neto.
Lobbed in behind. Oh, that's clever. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that's been won straight back.
Nouri.
Played towards the other side. Foden.
Lewis.
And that's that. A game that is a